Yeah, just a quick video, guys, to show you how I swap out my crank angle sensor on my 2008 VE SSV Commodore U L98 engine. I've got an NTK engine speed and position sensor here that I've bought, which will be the third one now in probably 2 years since I took the original one out. It's doing the usual thing, you know, doesn't want to start, it's running lean, rough, it's changing gears funny, it's just running like a dog. Anyway, I'll change this out and it'll just be running like a brand new car. Anyway, I'll give you a look in a sec. I'll be dropping the starter motor out and that'll give me access to the sensor. Yeah, right, so about to get under the car. What you'll have done up to this point is you'll have disconnected the battery as you're playing with the starter motor, and you'll have jacked the car up, put the stands under it. I'll put the stands under either side, and I'll also have the jack under there as well as extra support and safety. Righto, there's the starter motor. I'm going to need to drop this out. Now, one thing I'll point out is dropping this out, you've got the manifold in the way. It is tight. I do manage to get it out and back in without having to take anything else off. So this is sort of what I'm wanting to show. And yes, there is a bit of oil there. I'm 99% sure that's coming from my rocket cover, tappet cover, which I've got the gaskets for to replace the gaskets on. So that's where that oil's coming from. Anyway, I'll show you once I've dropped this out what we're looking at. Right, now the bolts are out. Then I'm going to lower this starter motor. I know I'm probably going to cop a bit of flack. This isn't ideal. The starter motor is going to come down, it's going to be hanging down from the wires. Probably should have some wire or something and holding it up somewhere. I've done this a few times now. I haven't damaged the wires, but yeah, I realise it's not ideal, but this is how I've been doing it and getting away with it. Now, each time I drop this starter motor out, I generally don't have too many problems getting it down and out, but getting it back up into position, it does take a little bit of holding your tongue in the right place as far as getting it back in. Anyway, I'll get back to it. I can't get it out and hold the camera at the same time. Yeah, now to drop this down, I kind of had to poke the arse end of the starter motor back up into the top of the engine and poke this end of it down, which allowed me to drop it down, at which point it's kind of going to sit on my shoulder there. I can now get to the crank angle sensor. So turning the camera around now, there we have the crank angle sensor. At which point I'll now be able to access that plug, take that plug out like so.
get to the bolt there to take out, which has one of those shitty star things. Anyway, we'll get to that and we'll swap this out. Okay, taking this bolt out now, which I have to admit I have cheated. I used a 10mm socket on the end of this. Look, it's an aluminium head. These things don't need to be tightened up crazy tight. As long as they're nipped up, they're not going anywhere. So yeah, that's how I've undone it. These things come out easy. Give them a little wiggle. A little wiggle, and they come out. Come out fairly straightforward. All right, time to put the new one in. All right. Got the new crank angle sensor in hand. We'll take it up. Sit it in position. We'll gently work it in. It's got a little rubber seal on it. I find as you're gently pressing it in, you just give it a little turn, and you'll find it'll just seat in quite easily. They gave a little click as it went in. And putting that bolt back in, that'll line it up. Put the plug back in. Starter motor back in, and away we go. Okay, with the starter motor back in, naturally I poked in the arse end first. The arse end up first, this end sort of facing down, and once the arse end got up in there, I was able to have enough room to poke the starter motor end up in there, get it into place and put the bolts back in. Yeah, look, this is how I've gotten away with doing it. If this helps anyone, that's great. I'll run this car now with the new sensor in, and it'll just run great again. So anyway, I hope this video can help somebody, yeah, hopefully I don't get too much flack. Thanks guys.
Now yeah, just one last thing. This engine speed and position sensor, NTK, these are about, I don't know, I think there was about $50. I have since ordered apparently a genuine crank sensor, which from memory I think it cost me about $105. It's going to sit on the shelf for the next time, but as I said, since taking the original one out, I've just had them fail after 6 to 8 months, probably 8 months, 10 months at the most. I get out of them and it starts to play up again. So I think it's a bit of an issue, an ongoing issue for people. Maybe I'll make a follow-up video when I use the apparently original GM speed controller is the one I've just purchased. I haven't received it in the mail yet, and see if I can get any better results with that. But thus far I've had to carry on just putting new ones in. Anyway folks, whoever lasted this long, thanks for watching, and I hope some of this information can help you guys. Take it easy.